For the Empire. So glad to do it. For the Empire. Silent and understood. Come on. For the Empire! Let's kill the enemies of the Empire! So glad to do it. So glad to do it. The party has just begun! For the Empire. For the humans. For the Empire. No fear. No fear. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Yes, those heads are calling for a bullet. They're already dead. Let me blow up some heads! For the humans! Perfect. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Those heads are calling for a bullet. So glad to do it. They're already dead. Come on. No fear! Let's kill the enemies of the Empire! I still have some tricks up my sleeve. For the Empire. For the humans! No fear! For the Empire. Silent. The party has just begun. For the humans. For the Empire. That's easy. So glad to do it. Let me blow up some heads. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire! Let me blow up some heads! No fear! Silent and lethal. Yes! Let's go. Sounds good. So glad to do it. For the humans. The party has just begun. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Yes. Not sure, but let's do it. For the Empire. Sounds good. So glad to do it. No fear. For the humans! Come on, the infected are waiting. Yes. That's easy. They're already dead. For the glory of Quintus. Yes, not sure, but let's do it. For the humans. Those heads are calling for a bullet. For the Empire. For the Empire! Let me blow up some heads! For the Empire! Let's go. For the Empire! Of course. So glad to do it. Silent and lethal. No fear! For the Empire! No fear! Great! Let's go! Those heads are calling for a book. So glad to do it. They're already dead. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Understood. All right. Of course. For the humans! That's easy. The party has just begun. For the humans. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. So glad to do it. Yes. No fear. For the Empire. Great. For the humans. That's easy. For the Empire. The party has just begun. So glad to do it. Let me blow up some heads. For the Empire. Silent and lethal. For the humans! Those heads are calling for a bullet. No fear! They're already dead! Let's kill the enemies of the Empire! Silent and lethal. The party has just begun! All right. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Nice. Perfect. All right. No fear. For the Empire. Anything more? For the humans! Yes! Come on! All right. So glad to do it. I love it. That's easy. No fear. Yes. All right. Let me blow up some heads. Come on. Let's go. Of course. What do we have here? For the humans. So glad to do it. For the Empire. For the Empire. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. This is going to be fun. They're already dead. Those heads are calling for a bullet. Those heads are calling for a bullet. That's easy. The party has just begun. No fear. For the Empire. So glad to do it. For the Empire. That's easy. For the humans. For the Empire. All right, okay. That's easy. That's easy. For the glory of Quintus. So glad to do it. They're already dead. Not sure, but let's do it. What do we have here? Understood. Of course. Not sure, but let's do it. Let's go. No fear. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Silent and lethal. Right? All right. Understood. For the humans. Nice. Come on. Let's go. Let me blow up some heads. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. For the humans. For the Empire. For the Empire. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. So glad to do it. Let's go. That's easy. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. No problem. For the Empire. Those heads are calling for a bullet. The party has just begun. For the humans. So glad to do it. Come on. Let me blow up some heads. Yes. No fear. For the Empire. Silent and lethal. They're already dead. All right. For the humans. Let's go. Yes. All right. No fear. For the Empire. They're already dead. No fear. For the Empire. Of course. Okay. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Let me blow up some heads. No fear. Understood. Those heads are calling for a bullet. So glad to do it. Perfect. For the Empire. For the humans! Silent and lethal. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire! Fast and silent. Okay. The more the merrier. Of course. For the humans. So glad to do it. The party has just begun. Those heads are calling for a bullet. Understood. Perfect. No problem. Yes. Great. So glad to do it. They're already dead. Okay. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire! Perfect. For the Empire. Let me blow up some heads! For the humans. No fear! No fear! The party has just begun! Let's go! For the Empire! Come on! Okay! So glad to do it. Silent and peaceful. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. For the humans! For the Empire! So glad to do it. They're already dead! So glad to do it. Those heads are calling for a bullet. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Silent and peaceful. For the humans! No fear! The party has just begun! For the Empire! For the Empire! For the Empire! No fear! Great! For the humans! Excellent idea, sir. That's easy. Let me blow up some heads! Great! No problem. For the Empire. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire! For the Empire! I love it. Interesting indeed. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire! No fear! For the humans! Perfect. Understood. Anything more? Nice. Perfect. Perfect. That's easy. For the Empire. Let me blow up some heads. Sounds good. Come on. For the humans. No fear. Perfect. Yes. The party has just begun. So glad to do it. They're already dead. Those heads are calling for a book. For the Empire. Silent and lethal. This is going to be fun. So glad to do it. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. For the Empire. All right. Those heads are calling for a bullet. For the humans! Silent and lethal. So glad to do it. Yes! They're already dead! For the humans. No fear! No fear! Let's kill the enemies of of the Empire! Let me blow up some heads! For the Empire! The party has just begun! I love it! So glad to do it! For the Empire! I still have some tricks up my sleeve! So glad to do it! So glad to do it! All right. Sounds good. That's easy. Yes! For the humans! They're already dead! I hope not to find a heartbeat. Those heads are calling for a bullet. No fear! For the Empire! Okay. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire! Silent and lethal. The party has just begun! For the Empire! I still have some tricks up my sleeve. For the Empire. For the humans! Great. Let me blow up some heads! No fear! They're already dead! So glad to do it! For the humans! Perfect. For the Empire! Great. Understood. Good quality. Let's go! Silent and lethal. No problem. For the humans! Anything more? Sounds good. Let's go. Interesting. Come on. Let me blow up some heads. No fear. No fear. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. The party has just begun. For the Empire. Those heads are calling for a bullet. So glad to do it. For the Empire! Let me blow up some heads. So glad to do it. Perfect. No fear! They're already dead! For the humans! For the humans! I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire! No fear! Silent and lethal. The party has just begun! So glad to do it! For the Empire! For the Empire! Those heads are calling for a bullet. For the Empire. They're already dead! Anything more? I love it! For the Empire! Great. Perfect. Okay. the infected are waiting. Yes! Those heads are calling for a bullet. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire! No fear! No problem. For the glory of Quintus, the party has just begun! So glad to do it! Perfect. All right. Silent and lethal. For the Empire. Of course. Come on. Of course. No fear. Of course. So glad to do it. Understood. For the humans. For the humans! It could be a trap, but let's go. I hope not to find a harpy there. Looks worth taking. Let's go. Great. Sounds good. Yes. All right. I still have some tricks up my sleeve for the Empire. Let me blow up some heads for the Empire. No fear. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Come on, the infected are waiting. No fear. So glad to do it. For the humans! Let's go. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. Interesting. Come on. Wonderful. The party has just begun. Yes. Great. Okay. Nice. Perfect. This is for the Empire. All right. Okay. Understood. For the humans. So glad to do it. Perfect. That's easy. Let's go. Yes, that's easy. Those heads are calling for a bullet. Great, of course. Silent and lethal. Great. They're already dead. I love it. Let me blow up some heads. Great. For the Empire. For the Empire. No problem. No fear. So glad to do it. For the Empire. Sounds good. Okay. Let me blow up some heads. For the Empire. For the Empire. Understood. For the humans. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. For the humans. All right. Silent and no fear. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. The party has to do it. Those heads are calling for a bullet. Yes. All right. I love it. They're already dead. No problem. Let's go. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. Great. Those heads are calling for a bullet. That's easy. For the humans! Silent and lethal. Let me blow up some heads. So glad to do it. They're already dead. For the Empire. For the Empire. The party has just begun. Yes. No problem. Yes. Anything more? Perfect. For the humans. Of course. All right. So glad to do it. I hope not to find a harpy there. For the Empire. I love it. Okay. No fear! No fear! Yes! Understood. Come on. Great. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Come on. Let me blow up some heads. Silent and lethal. So glad to do it. Those heads are calling for a bullet. Of course. They're already dead. The party has just begun. For the Empire. Anything more? Of course. For the Empire. Perfect. No fear. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. So glad to do it. For the Empire. For the humans! No fear! For the humans! For the humans! Let me blow up some heads! Of course. So glad to do it. Nice. Anything more? For the humans. For the Empire. That's easy. This is going to be fun. Silent and lethal. They're already dead. Perfect. Those heads are calling for a bullet. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. For the Empire. So glad to do it. No fear. No fear. For the Empire. All right. Excellent idea, sir. The party has just begun. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. All right. For the Empire. No fear. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. For the Empire. Silent and lethal. For the humans! Let's kill the enemies of the Empire! The party has just begun. Let me blow up some heads. Yes. Sounds good. They're already dead. Okay. Those heads are calling for a bullet. So glad to do it. For the humans. So glad to do it. No fear. For the Empire. So glad to do it. For the Empire. Silent and lethal. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. So glad to do it. For the humans! The party has just begun. For the Empire. Let's go. That's easy. For the humans. No fear. For the Empire. Let me blow up some heads. They're already dead. For the humans. Those heads are calling for a bullet. No fear. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. The party has just begun. Let me blow up some heads. For the Empire. Yes. All right. Okay. So glad to do it. For the glory of Quintus. Great. Yes. All right. So glad to do it. For the humans. Let's go. Nice. Excellent idea, sir. For the Empire. For the humans. Silent and lethal. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. For the Empire. Those heads are calling for a bullet. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. They're already dead. No fear. No fear. So glad to do it. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Let's go. For the humans. No fear. Excellent idea, sir. For the humans! Let me blow up some heads. The party has just begun. No fear. They're already dead. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. Silent and lethal. For the humans. For the Empire. Great. For the Empire. Those heads are calling for a bullet. So glad to do it. Come on. For the Empire. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. For the Empire. All right. For the humans. Excellent idea, sir. the humans. Understood. Sounds good. No fear. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Of course. For the Empire! Great. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Nice. Those heads are calling for a bullet. Come on. Nice. For the Emperor. Of course. So glad to do it. I love it. Of course. Not sure, but let's do it. Yes! No fear! Silent. Okay. Great. Perfect. No problem. Come on. Understood. Let me blow up some heads. So glad to do it. Let me blow up some heads. For the Empire. They're already dead. No fear. For the humans. Of course. Come on. Okay. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Those heads are calling for a book. For the humans! Let's go. Of course. Perfect. Yes. Nice. Come on. I love it. For the Emperor. Silent and for the Empire. No fear. The party has just begun. Excellent idea, sir. Understood. Nice. Yes. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. So glad to do it. So glad to do it. For the Empire. Okay. Okay. Great. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Of course. For the humans. No fear. No fear. So glad to do it. Silent and peaceful. So glad to do it. Those heads are calling for a bullet. The party has just begun. For the humans! Let me blow up some heads. They're already dead. For the Empire. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. For the Empire. For the Empire. No fear! The party has just begun! Come on. All right. Let me blow up some heads. For the humans! I still have some tricks up my sleeve. So glad to do it. For the humans. For the Empire. For the Empire. Those heads are calling for a bullet. They're already dead. Yes, understood. No fear. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right. Silent and lethal. Come on. For the Empire. For the Empire. So glad to do it. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. For the humans. Let me blow up some heads. No fear. They're already dead. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. For the Empire. For the Empire. Those heads are calling for a bullet. For the humans. Great. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire! Not sure, but let's do it. Perfect. Let's go. I love it. So glad to do it. No fear. The party has just begun. So glad to do it. All right. Come on. No problem. Silent and lethal. Yes. That's easy. Yes. For the Empire. So glad to do it. Yes. All right. Come on. For the Empire. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. Of course. No fear. Understood. Come on. Silent and lethal. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. So glad to do it. Of course. They're already dead. Let's go. Yes. All right. Let me blow up some heads. The party has just begun. This will come in handy. Those heads are calling for a bullet. For the Empire! For the Empire! For the humans! No fear! For the humans! For the Empire! For the Emperor! For the Empire. Silent and lethal. For the humans. No fear. For the humans. Okay. Let's go. Excellent idea, sir. For the humans! No fear! The party has just begun. So glad to do it. For the glory of Quintus. They're already dead. Sounds good. me blow up some heads. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. So glad to do it. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. For the Empire. Those heads are calling for a book. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. For the humans. For the Empire. Let me blow up some heads. Anything more? For the humans! Okay. No fear! Those heads are calling for a bullet. Perfect. Sounds good. No fear. Silent and lethal. So glad to do it. So glad to do it. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. I love it. For the Empire! Nice. For the Empire! Understood. Sounds good. They're already dead! Let's go. All right. Excellent idea, sir. The party has just begun! No problem. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Those heads are calling for a bullet. No fear! No fear! For the humans. Okay. Silent and fast and slow. All right. Nice. Come on. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire. Let me blow up some heads. The party has just begun. They're already dead. Let's go. Great. So glad to do it. Nice. For the Empire. That's easy. Great. I love it. All right. For the Empire. Okay. Perfect. Come on. For the humans! Nice. Let's go. For the Empire. All right. Nice. So glad to do it. Sounds good. Come on. For the glory of Quintus. Understood. Great. Let's go. It could be a trap, but let's go. For the humans. No fear. Those heads are calling for a bullet. So glad to do it. So glad to do it. No fear. That's easy. Excellent answer. For the Empire. Let's go. Understood. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire! Anything more? Let's go. All right. Perfect. Silent and lethal. For the humans. Of course. Perfect. Come on, the infected are waiting. Of course. All right. Sounds good. For the Empire. Great. For the Empire. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Come on, the infected are waiting. They're already dead. This is going to be fun. For the humans! The party has just begun! Let me blow up some heads! Of course. Silent and lethal. For the humans. I still have some tricks up my sleeve. No fear! The party has just begun. So glad to do it. No fear. Yes. This is for the Empire. Let me blow up some heads! For the glory of Quintus. They're already dead! Of course. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire! So glad to do it. Those heads are calling for a bullet. That's easy. It's worth taking. Okay, for the Emperor. Nice. It looks great. Anything more? It could be a trap, but let's go. Perfect. For the Emperor. This is going to be fun. For the Empire! All right. Amazing. Come on. It shines. Understood. For the humans. Let's go. Not sure, but let's do it. Let's go. For the Empire. No problem. Perfect. I hope not to find a harpy there. All right. Great. Come on. For the humans! Understood. For the Empire. No fear. Silent and lethal. For the Empire. So glad to do it. For the Emperor. Let's go. Great. Perfect. Let's kill the enemies of the Empire! The party has just begun! Those heads are calling for a bullet. They're already dead! Come on! All right. Excellent idea, sir. Fast and silent. For the humans! Come on! For the humans! Let me blow up some heads! For the Empire! I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Those heads are calling for a bullet. Wonderful. This is nice. Perfect. Come on, the infected are waiting. Yes. Good quality. This would be useful. You made my day. Priceless. Amazing. No problem. Interesting. Great. Okay. Great. Wonderful. This will come in handy. The more the merrier. It's worth taking. It looks great. Priceless. Wonderful. It shines. You made my day. Okay. What do we have here? What do we have here? All right. It could be a trap, but let's go. Fast and silent. Of course.